Alright guys, so what up? Today's day one, session one. Out here in Austin, Texas, it's been raining all day long, right? Our bowl is probably going to be flooded. It's probably going to be like a small pool tomorrow. So if I go skate there, I got to bring a pump, a hose, a power cord, the whole 9 yards. Is it in my rafters? Is it under my ramp? Where is it? I don't know. It's a whole ordeal. But I got to get down on the ramp, okay? So I want to show you my setup, okay? I played around a little bit with what I had. So I had this board, remember? Indy 215s. I had the 62 millimeter correction. 62 millimeter Pope Skate Speed Lab wheel. It's basically the same width and similar shape as the Rock Candy, but it's a 62. So the geometry didn't work great. Okay, so my ramp in the garage is 2 feet high. It has a 7-foot transition. The radius is 7 feet. So it's really gentle. If you go and do a rock to fakie on that, you can roll. You don't hit the rail enough to rock, which is a bummer. If I was going to build that ramp over again, I would have done a tighter radius so that at least a rock to fakie could be a real rock to fakie. And I think pushing it on a little tighter radius would be good practice too. We'd end up getting it. Might not be the easiest for a frail old guy, but I'm not one. Okay, so I'm not sure what size truck this is. It's 7.5 inches wide. So is that a 129? I think that might be a 129. Believe it or not, some skate shop rat sold this to me at over 200 pounds years ago. But don't listen to the kid at the skate shop. He's most likely going to sell you something undersized, clearly undersized for somebody my size. The height in the risers definitely played a factor in how close the rail would get down to the coping without the front wheels hitting. Now this is vert. So on this, you're going to lock in easy. It doesn't matter if you have 62 millimeter wheels. It doesn't matter if your trucks are wide and your wheels are big. You're going to lock on the rails. But now when the radius comes down more gradual, all of a sudden, your front wheels are hitting. They're hitting the radius right here as it rolls under. That's why I decided to do this. Now on my ramp, it doesn't work, even still. No risers, a 215 Indy, a 129 Indy, 7.5 inch axle, and tiny little 53 millimeter wheels. I still can't lock in on the rail. However, I loosened the back truck up a lot. If the back truck was to lean, I get closer to the rail. And I don't know if front side I'm going to be able to lean like that or not. I think for a back side, I don't think you can lean that opposite direction. But anyway, this board's going to go with me to the skate park. I'm going to test it at my spot. I don't know. I'm probably not going to like riding it with this little guy in the front. But I can at least just test the geometry and see if there's any validity to this whole idea, to see if it is a hack. You know, and maybe I could put it on, this board here, and I could take the risers off. I can mount up like a 56, a 55 wheel, and you know, maybe put a smaller truck on the front there, but like from a 169 to a 149, 159. Something I'm going to be able to still have fun riding or feel comfortable riding. So, but I'm going to take this out in the garage to see. The other option I have is I got some SPF Tony Hawk wheels on this 8.88 setup. This has Thunders. It has no risers. And then I have another setup in the garage. It's another 8.88 board, my Blood Wizard. It has my 9-inch Gull Wings. And it has the 60 millimeter black, the Mark Gahn Spitfires that I like. I'm going to mess around with all three. I figure if today I can't get any kind of a Smith grind action going, then I should probably practice a 5.0, a front 5.0. If I could work on getting my balance on a 5.0, and then I might be able to 5.0 it with the front hanging in. And I think that's what a really skilled skater does on a lower transition. When someone says, hey, can you hit a Smith grind there? I mean, maybe their wheel's bumping, but they're powering through. And I feel like having a manual or, you know, having a 5.0 grind is definitely going to help a little bit. So I've never done 5.0 grinds out there. I've done these little wheelie grinds. So it's kind of like a carving slash turn where you just kind of keep your front truck up and you just kind of drag it. Somebody called that a wheelie grind one time I did it, and he knows what the heck he's talking about. So I got to assume that's right. Josh Hamill, we were kind of going into that conversation. He hadn't heard of it either. So I guess I'm not the only one. But I'm going to try to do a legit 5.0 front side where I'll be front side. I'm going to lock this wheel all the way up, hook on here, and I'm going to try to be standing upright doing it. The wheelie grinds I used to do were like this. So now I'm going to rotate it up, lock in, try to stand up. Now if I can get proficient at that grind, maybe I can turn it in and start to drag it and drop it down and not need to lock in the rail. Boy, I wish I had this vert here. It'd be really easy to lock in right there. So anyway, me and Boy Wonder are going to head out into the garage right now where the ramp is dry. No rain affecting it. And we're going to see what happens. Okay, later. We'll see you in the garage.